Hello and welcome. Now in this video, we're going to set the foundation and get comfortable with RStudio and the RStudio environment. Now let's start by really making an important clarification. So what is the difference between RStudio and R, or the R language? Now R is the programming language. It's where all the logic, all the calculations, and the data handling happens. Our studio, however, is the interface or the IDE, which is short for Integrated Development Environment, which is like a friendly dashboard that helps you work with R more easily. Now you need both installed. So think of R as the engine and think of RStudio as the steering wheel and the dashboard. Okay, let's get to it. So here we are. I've pulled up RStudio and you can see the top left is the script editor. So this is the script editor. And this is where you write and save your code scripts. So think of this like a notebook where you can type things in, and this notebook remembers everything. And when you enter a script up here in the left panel, down here in the console, this is where your code gets run instantly. So it runs instantly, and this is the output area. So if I type in the script 1 + 1 and select Command Enter, by the way, Command Enter is used for a Mac. It would be Control Enter on a Windows machine, but you saw down here is the output. So R calculates it and shows it. You can see 1 in box brackets and then 2. So 2 is the answer of 1 + 1. But this here just means that it's showing the first item in the result. It's a vector of one element, and we'll get into vectors, but this is what it should look like. Now the top right area up here, this is where all your objects like variables or data sets, they'll show up here once you create them. And then this pane down here, this is where there's files and plots and packages. You'll use this area to view plots and install and load packages and explore files. So you can see you can select on all these. There's so many packages, and we'll get into that in more detail as well. But you can see all these tabs so you can navigate and go just explore with it. Now let's do something together here. So I had 1 + 1. Let's do 2 + 2. And then what do we do again? We do Command Enter on a Mac or Control Enter on a Windows machine. Then we see it down here in the console, and you can see it says 4. But now what if we do something else? Well, what if we do 3 × 4 + 5? What do you think would happen? So Command Enter. We'll see it down here in the console. As you know, 3 × 4 is 12, then plus 5 would be 17. So it really works just like a simple calculator, but is smarter. Now you don't need semicolons at the end of each line in R, and you can use the up arrows to rerun previous commands. So I'm going to push the up arrow. You can see it goes up, down. You can go to the side too. These are all the arrows I'm pushing on my keyboard. All right, now that's our first tour of RStudio. Now you've seen the 4 main panes, learned the difference between RStudio and R, and even ran your first lines of code. Great job. Now in the next lesson, we'll start writing actual code in the script file and show you how to run it properly and begin building your first mini project. All right, let's get to the next video.